Jimmy on the track, so you know it's lit.
Hi, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be filming a tutorial on the installation of double-ended dreads. So if you have found this video because you're curious, if you have found this video because you're searching through YouTube to try and get information on double-ended dreads or, you know, single-ended dreads and thinking I just want them but I don't know what to do, I am going to try my best to relay all the information that I have and give it straight to you. I'm going to go through a few bits that you need, and I'm going to talk about prepping your natural hair before the dreads go in. So what you're going to need, of course, is your dreads. So I am going pink this time and I can't wait, it's going to be deadly. And what you're going to need are a couple of packets. So I would use about maybe 4 to 5 packets. I buy my dreads from Elise Star here. I buy them through a website called Cyberlocks, but you can also buy them on eBay. Your synthetic dreads in packs of 10. So basically, one dread is 2. This is just really long and folded over. So you're going to need your dreads. You are going to need grips or clips or whatever you call them, particularly slider clips, which are these bad boys. These are going to be the ones that are going to hold your dreads in place while you're braiding. You're going to need a pintail comb. It's very important that it's pintail because this is where you're going to need to separate and divide your partings, and they need to be pristine. So that's what you're going to need for them. You're going to need elastics. So what I use is elastics to seal the ends of my natural hair to the dreads, and you can see them. Some people like to use wool, some people like to use threads, but I just like the elastic method. I think it just suits me better, and just from what I've experienced, it's just what I prefer to use. I don't use regular elastics. If you're going to go and use elastics, get rubber. You don't want plastic elastics, they will snap. The ones I actually use, I buy them in a horse shop, so they keep braids in horses' hair, believe it or not. It's cool. So that's the brand that I use. I'm going to try and focus that so you can see. There you go. It's the brand of elastics I use, and that's pretty much it. That's all you really need to dread your hair. So with talking about prepping your hair, you are going to have these dreads in for at least 8 weeks, at most 10. So your hair is going to need to be fully washed, fully cleansed, the whole lot. So before I ever install my dreads in, I will wash my hair twice, sometimes 3 times, and I will get right in there with a clarifying shampoo. Just get in there, give it a good scrub 2 or 3 times, and then I'll condition the ends, and only the ends of my hair. You don't want a lot of product on your hair. Your hair needs to be squeaky clean. Your hair is going to need to be a certain length, minimum about 4 inches. But lengthwise, you can do, I'm just going to say, the longer that your natural hair is, the longer the braid's going to be on your dread. So when you're braiding these in, one side's going to be braided and one side's going to hang free. So the longer that your natural hair is, the longer that the braid's going to be. Does that make sense? So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to part your hair from the middle. So you have to bear with me now. I'm going to look at myself when I do this. So bring all your hair back from your middle parting, and from your nose you're going straight up your forehead and into the middle. So how I do it is that you want to keep at least I'd say about an inch. That's how thick that you want these dreads to be, okay? So just go ahead and part your hair. Purchase your tracks today. And bring it to the back and just secure it with ribbon. Now, so ideally what I'll do first of all is I will work with the back of my head, but it's obviously really hard to work with the back of your head when you're trying to film and display what you're trying to do. So I'm going to show you from the front of your head, and this I've already kind of pinned this one back. So what you want to do Now what you can see is you want to basically make a little section about the same width as your length, and I want you to do that the whole way across. I find that if I part everything first with an elastic, I just run through it then with the rest of the dreads. I don't have to worry about parting and separating everything at the same time. I just find that it's just a lot to try and think of if you're doing it on yourself. With a client, I find it a lot easier to part and dread as I go in the same time. I don't pre-part, but if I'm doing it on myself, I do. I will literally just do that, and then we're going to come around and do it the whole way to the back of the neck. And then when you come to the nape of the neck, which is here, you'll literally fit about I usually fit about 4 dreads there. And then what we do is that we bricklay. So with bricklaying, your bottom rows, you're going to fit 4 dreads, and then the row after that is going to be bricklay partings between the two. And this is where your pintail comb comes in, because it's a lot easier just to cut those sections and get them sorted and get them nice and even. You're literally just bricklay row after row after row up to the top of your head, and then you just kind of fill them in. So all you're doing is you're literally making your sections and tying them together with an elastic. And I mean, you can go back and clean up as many times as you like before you actually make up your mind on what you kind of want your parting to be. So you don't want to be dragging hair from other sides. See, like here. So you don't want to be dragging hair from other sides. This is what your hair is going to look like. Now, everything is parted. I'm not sure if you can see, but everything is parted in little parting. So the best I can do, given the fact that I'm on my own and I can't really see behind my head or anything. So, but now comes the fun part. What you're going to need is your dreads, and then you're going to need your grip, and then you're going to need an elastic, but the elastic that's already in your head, your hair holding the part in a position is perfectly fine to use. So that's what I'm going to do. So the first one I'm going to do is I'm going to take the top one. So take your top section, the first one that you've done, take out the elastic part, that piece in the middle, and then you want to set the middle of your dread in the middle of that parted piece. Does that make sense? Then you're going to go and get your clip, and you're going to clip this end of the dread to the rest of your hair, and you can take the rest of the hair out of your way. You can just clip that back. So now you're left with 3 pieces of hair, one being your dread. The next part then is to just braid. Now, with doing this, I will advise that you don't have to pull them so tight on your scalp. Remember that the tighter you pull them, the more irritation that you can cause. So keep them kind of loose. You want movement. You don't want them too tight. You want to be able to move your hair around. So again, just braid down. And that is literally it. It is the same for every strand that you're going to put in. So go ahead and do the full head. So here it is, the finished look all together of the 3 strand braid installation of double-ended dreads. Pink to make the boys wink.